it's the old fella back, if you're new here, old Mr. B, whatever you want to call me. Right, I bet you're wondering why's he done this? To do with reactors making money off the back of bands. That's one part of this, but the first part is something. This come up because I'll be perfectly honest. The reason this has come up is because the GAIJIN guys, who I will put a link to below on their podcasts, this particular one, I will put a link into it. Come up and started talking about things like that. Anyway, I wasn't going to do this, but being as Alan, I don't know. It's not. This isn't a gripe or anything as such like that. But anyway, look. Anyway, I'll show you this bit. This is what was said.
Oh, Mr. B, the OG.
Yeah, me and Mr. B's in here like, I started all this shit. You fuckers copied off of me.
Old Mr. B is going to make a video about how pissed off he is at all of us for stealing the bands he reacted to already.
Okay, right. I'm not angry or anything like that, and all the rest of it. And they got things slightly wrong there. Yes, I find these bands and things and whatever, and they I interview them. I think the thing about the interview bit is because I know I'd interviewed Alexei, the cello player, right? And Alan had put it up as exclusive, and I just says that's not exclusive because I've already reacted to it. But anyway, and I think that's just how that's got messed up. I'm not bothered if they do interviews with them because they all ask, and then they go and ask them a silly question like, "You watch reaction channels?" And they go, "Yeah, mine." But anyway, that's not what this is about. The thing about what it is, what if you like, I do have a gripe. I do have a little gripe about it. These people, okay, I don't mind how many I find, how many they use to do the covers with and everything else like that. But guys, please support them. Go and react to their channels. I don't see Wave and Ryan might have done. I don't know about Alan, but yeah. So I don't know because I mean I obviously know, I know them three. I've done an interview with Wave and Ryan. And Alan's sort of interviewed me, whatever, so sort of thing. But so I know them anyway. So I'm not going to get angry over it. You can do what you like. It's a free country. But then on this particular podcast, they started talking about paid reactions. Right now, if somebody would say to me, look, I'll pay you X amount to do a reaction, I don't mind. That's not a problem. What is the problem, and where this thing about making money off the back of the bands, I suppose in a way that is, because without reacting to the band, someone won't pay you, would they? But that's neither here nor there with that. But what it is it's when you've got, like, let's say I do a reaction, right? I put it up. And it's got copyright. Okay, fair enough. So my channel then gets ad revenue from it, yeah. And but all the revenue goes to the copyright holder, which is fine. I haven't got a problem with it. I'm not, I'm here to support the bands, and I also support their channels as well when they've done covers and things as well. I also, if you like, I react to them. I support them. That's another thing, you see, why I'd like them to support the people that they've used for singing and things like that. Would be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, anyway, they can all have a go at me for that. I don't care. I think Wave and Rhinos, I don't know about Alan. So that's fine. But then let's say I react to something, right? And I have a Patreon, which I don't have, and I put it in there, right? And then obviously people are paying me X amount a month to use it so they can watch it. Now what's happening there is there's going to be no ad revenue, is there? So now to me that is, I'm now making money off the back of the band, and I do believe it's illegal to do this. Having spoken with Phil from Wings of Pegasus in the interviews, I did an interview with him. There's part 1 and part 2. I don't know which part it's in, but we talked about that, and so that's it. Interesting. I will stick a up here somewhere. There'll be a couple of links to it, so you can see. That's my only. This is my only gripe about these sorts of things. When people put them, but it's so controversial. Excuse me, right? Let's say I've got a patron, right, and I do a reaction that I know is going to get blocked, right? And I put it in there, right? And then you think, oh, okay, I'm ripping the band off again because I've put it in there. There's no ad revenue. There won't be any ad revenue anyway because it'll get blocked. So that's, you know, this whole thing about all this needs sorting out. There's no guidelines to it or anything like that. And so, you know, but this is only my point of view or my opinion. That to me, that if you've done something like that, you're making money off the back of a band. Right. Now, I mean, Wave, yeah, he gets paid to do, he does his live stream and he gets people pay him for his reactions, right? Fair enough. So anyway, so that goes up and hopefully down below, he has got the copyright in there. So whatever revenue the ads make goes to the copyright holder. So that's not a problem. That's not a problem. You know, that's to me, you know, because, I mean, yeah, people are always saying about, oh, yeah, you know, this is my full-time job, I need to do this. Well, if you want to make money off of YouTube, don't react to things with copyright. Do another channel where you can, you know, but I just do this because of the love of music. And then another thing come up about, well, everyone knows what I do. I just look for new bands. I'm not after views, you know, like when all of a sudden you see a channel, oh, bandmade, baby metal. Now it's Ren, of course, Ren. Oh, and don't forget Alibata. That, you know, that they've always got them. You know, as soon as they're out, they're up there. That sort of thing. Okay, with me, it's probably Nemophila, but it's not to do with the views or anything like that. But this is what I mean. This is how it all works. And they have the reasons for doing it, you know, that's what they're all like. But I'm always looking for new. But I mean, okay, if another one picks up on it, another channel picks up on it and does a reaction to that, that's great. That's giving them more scope, get more people done, you know. But that's another thing. Well, I'm just about it all. But also, like I say, with them doing, I would like, it is a bit of a gripe with me that the ones, the only thing I did ever say about them, you know, reacting or well, not reacting, but using them for covers is go and support them and go and support their channels. These artists, I'm not going to reel off the names of the artists or anything like that, but you know, and but yeah, but what I would suggest you do, right, is obviously the link will be down there for the GAIJIN guys. Now go and check it out. Go and check this. It's interesting, believe you me. They covered lots of parts about this paid thing, but they seem to avoid the copyright thing about copyrights and things like that and all the rest of it. It's well worth, that is well worth a watch, if you like, because it's interesting what they've all got to say about it, and so it's well worth going to check it out. But excuse me, I'm on my last legs. But so that's why I thought I'd better get this out quick before I croak it. And you know, and the guys are fine. It's just, I mean, we'll do things differently. I mean, I'm no musician, right? I'm no musician. They're musicians, and I mean, then they get things thrown at them like, oh, you know, you're doing this because you failed musicians. It's not a case of being failed musicians or anything like that. It's not as easy as people think to get known out there. And you start doing covers, right? And that's how they do it. But I wish they'd do more of their own stuff. But I mean, the reason, oh dear, excuse me. But the reason not the music's not taking off that well It's probably lacking that little ingredient that others have got. You know, I can give my own opinions this, and but that's it. Apart from that, they're all musicians. I'm not. I'm just a silly old devil that sits here waffling on about whatever. So anyway, Alan, this was for you. Because you mentioned it about me doing argument. It's not. I'm not angry at all about anything like that. It's just that obviously things have been said and got mixed up and muddled up. The only gripe I have is go and react to them. Go and react to these people that you've collaborated with, and go and react to something off their channel. That's my only gripe. And that's it, really, folks. Anyway, so there you go. You can have a go at me as much as you like. You can have a go at me in the comments as much as you like, because I'm not bothered. This is just purely what I think and what I see and what I've been finding out that's been going off, and which I think is totally wrong. If people are hiding stuff in Patreon and there's no, you know. It'd be different if the people watching it sent the money to the copyright owner. That's all with that one. Anyway, enough of me rabbiting on. I just like to say thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for all your comments, all your support, and everything else. You're all absolutely awesome. Thank you. And of course, please stay safe. This old fella will be back, hopefully. Bye for now.